For this flight I've swapped out the stock Valentix 40 amp ESC and replaced it with a Turnigy Plus 40 amp ESC. The Valentix one shut down on the last flight. It bench tests okay now that I've got it home, but I don't trust it anymore, so hopefully the Turnigy one I've never had a problem with before, so hopefully that will do the job. So I'm getting quite good at taking this thing off the ground now. I get it off first time most times. As usual, climbing up to altitude, putting it into loiter and putting my headset on. So the headset's on and I slip it into PA mode and start heading for the mountain. I'm adding a fair bit of elevator in as I go because according to Google Earth the top of that mountain is about 760 metres, so I want 800 metres to clear the top of it. Unusually there's not much wind today and the flame's flying very stable, which is a much more relaxing experience than some of the days I've had before. So I'm at 800 metres and flying towards the mountain and I'm starting to think that doesn't look like enough. I'm pretty sure that my FPV Phantom is still sitting at the bottom of that cliff there. Well, I get closer and I'm still nervous about getting over the top, so I decide to put a quick extra 100 metres on and come back and have another go. So I'm happy with the height now, and I can actually see the fire tower on top of the mountain and the comms tower next to it, so I've got something to actually aim for now, which is great. I decided to circle back for another pass, but I start noticing some funny reaction from the PA mode. As I'm trying to turn right, it fights me and then goes back. This happens 3 or 4 times, and I look at the battery and think, oh well, I haven't got much time left anyway, so I decide to switch it into return to home mode. And at this point, the video decides to give me about 5 seconds of pure panic before it eventually comes good again. So quite a long 5 seconds that was. So 3.5 kilometres is the furthest I've been out with this EzUHF unit, and I did notice that the RSSI indicator went down to about 60. I'm flying on low power because I'm not sure when I should be using high power, but I might try that next time to see if it makes a difference. But everything seems to be under control now, so again, without the wind, it's quite relaxing for a change. So I'm over halfway back and I'm still at over 900 metres, so I've obviously got to shed some altitude. So I've turned the motor off and hopefully it will naturally drop some altitude before I get close to home. Well, return to home was doing too good a job of maintaining altitude, so I had to slip it back into PA mode and do some swooping and spiralling to shed a bit of altitude. And got it down to under 300 metres. Again, I haven't got a spotter, so I really need to be a bit more confident about where the plane is before I take the headset off to land it. And so I've lined up with the strip, and I can actually see my dam quite clearly. I can hear the motor, so when I take the headset off, I see the plane pretty well straight away, which is a huge improvement on the other day. So I'm down at a fairly low altitude, and I'm feeling pretty relaxed for the first time after one of these flights. So I decide to put it in a loiter mode at what's a very low altitude for me, and stick the glasses back on, or the headset back on. I noticed that the battery capacity indicator is flashing, but I've actually got a 4400 milliamp hour pack in it, so it's not a real concern, and I'm just enjoying a lower level view of things, which can only do me good, I think. I think about trying to land it with the glasses, but decide against it because there is no wind and it does come in a little bit quick. So I've actually hooked up the flaps on this plane. I haven't tried them before, so I decided to take the glasses off and try and bring it in on the flaps and see how they work. It turns out that they make the aileron response very mushy. I start off by just missing the plane catching tree at the edge of the strip, then just missing the dam on the other edge of the strip, then coming back and just missing the flight box, and then coming back and missing the strip altogether and just touching down on the edge in the grass, which is no problem at all, no damage to the plane whatsoever. So all in all, I'm really pleased with myself. I've been to the top of the mountain, I've seen the tower, and the plane's back in one piece. I think I may actually be in danger of starting to have some fun.